Students, oh guys, we have been talking a lot about the ecosystem. Surely you guys have been tired about that now. But I can't have you guys being tired, because now we're going to get to the most exciting part of this entire talk about ecosystems. But the important thing now that we need to do before we move on is try to summarize what we've learned thus far. Okay? So right now, I want you guys to try and gather the roles of an ecosystem. I want us to create kind of like a flow chart diagram over here on this whiteboard, so that we can gain a better understanding of the roles that are played by different organisms in the ecosystem. So our title is going to be Roles in the ecosystem. Now you guys are very smart, that's why I love you guys, because you'll know this, it's very easy. So the first aspect that is most important in the ecosystem is what? It's not the plant, guys, it's very important, but something assists the plant in order for it to be able to make its own food. I want that factor again. It's the sun. Very good, Jonathan. So first we draw the sun. The sun sends or produces heat waves or heat energy that the plant attracts using its leaves, so that it has the ability to manufacture or to make its own food, and that enables the plant to grow, to reproduce, and to send stimuli like we had mentioned previously. Now the second important aspect now that the sun assists in making its own food, we call that the producer. And we can just simply draw a simple diagram of the grass or a tree. Okay, no, a flower. I love flowers. So the second important thing is the producer. Now the producers play the role of being manufacturers or the makers of food in the ecosystem, because without plants there'd practically be no animals, and we quite explained that previously why that is so. The second important aspect, or third, pardon me, the third important aspect are the consumers. This word says it itself, consume. Now these are the type of animals that consume food from the producers. They take or they eat food that has been produced by the producers. So they were given the name consumers because they consume. Do you understand that? It's very easy. And the last and most important now, these are very important, we call them decomposers. Some people say decomposers, but pronunciation doesn't really matter, because no one is the king or the master of pronunciation, right? So decomposers now are the essentials. Do you know what an essential is? It's the most important thing. Do you know why we say decomposers are important? Who can take a wild guess? Ashley, what do decomposers do? Very good, Ashley. That's magnificent. So decomposers break down detritus. And you guys remember from yesterday that we said detritus is actually the waste that is produced in the ecosystem. So this role that is played by the decomposers is that they kind of get rid of all the dirt. Okay, they get rid of all the dirt so that the ecosystems can stay clean all the time. Okay, do you guys understand that? Right, let me just erase this so that we can move on to the important now, the important part of our lesson. Important Now guys, I said to you, decomposers break down the food that or the leftovers, if I may say, the leftovers that are found in the ecosystems. Now we need to get into detail of this. We need to understand why we say that, how they do this, and the type of decomposers that we have in our ecosystems. And it's quite easy because you guys kind of see these things every day. It's just that some people don't pay attention of such things, or to such things, pardon me, again. So let's take this now, decomposers. Decomposers. First thing that we need to write down, what is the role of decomposers? We've already said it down. We've already said it, guys. Decomposers. Okay, let's just write it here. First thing, we say the role. Decomposers decompose, or we can say break down waste in ecosystems. That's very important. Very important. They break down waste in ecosystems. Now, what type of waste is this? What waste are we talking about? Where does this waste come from? I think it's an easier question. It comes from the waste. Just write waste. It comes from, Michael, you said? It comes from plants and animals. This is very good, guys. You guys are getting a hang of this. The waste that these decomposers are responsible for breaking down comes from plants, the bottom is, comes from plants and animals. Now what happens in ecosystems is that some plants actually die. Okay, not like die, like how humans die, but what happens is that the plant actually falls from its roots. So when it falls from its roots, it then lies on the floor or on the ground